Hey guys, Justin here. So, welcome to my review of Alexander Freed's Alphabet Squadron Star Wars novel, one of the Disney canon line. But hey, do you remember these guys? Remember these guys? Do you remember them? I think they were called like Rogue Squadron. When I was growing up, they were like the cool X-Wing expanded universe X-Wing group going on missions and saving the day. I have this really cool expanded collection, Star Wars New Republic collection of cool tales of Wedge and Rogue One, Rogue Squadron. That was the cool X-Wing group from when I was growing up. Now, of course, in the Disney canon era, everything has to get redone. Forget those guys. Now we have Alphabet Squadron, which, like, when I first heard it, I laughed. I thought, what? It just sounds so clunky. And it is a little bit. You know, you could count these guys as being the Rogue Squadron of this era. It's not your father's Star Wars. I guess that's me. Yeah, these guys are out. But still, great fun to read. And a better use of Wedge in the expanded universe than what we got in the sequel universe. Anyway, for the most part, I enjoyed it. Basically, we have a collection of different pilots brought together under the difficult circumstances of life after the fall of the Empire. I mean, this book sits right up there with your Chuck Wendigs. And if you like that kind of just straight after Return of the Jedi era type of stuff, this is a cool graphic with the different ships. Okay, so this book keeps you engaged and reading. I really enjoyed and am surprised by this continued aspect of former Imperials becoming operatives and working with the New Republic. And that's what you have in Erica Quell, who is the main character of the story, leading the cast of characters, and she struggles with her past and as she adapts to her present. There has always been this theme of what's good and what's evil in Star Wars, and that's explored here more. There are other former Imperial operatives. I'm pretty sure Nath Tencent was one. Pretty good character. Look, I mean, you basically have the story of the Star Destroyer, the Pursuer, going after, which is the tie-in Star Destroyer from the TIE Fighter comics, I'm led to believe. And, it's led by Shakara Nuresh. She is pursuing down a New Republic ship, the Helion's Dare, and all of these squadrons that are helping to to protect the Helion's Dare are one by one picked off, and unfortunately it's these very ships that are giving away the location of the Helion's Dare, so this remnant of the Empire continues to pursue down the ship until there are only a few fighters left. A few of those fighters left over, Will Lark and Chasna Chaddick join and become part of Alphabet Squadron, which is led in its hurly-burly nature by Erica Quell. Throughout this book, there is this streak of Chasna Chaddick worshipping Jyn Erso and really worshipping her and being she is her hero, and Jyn was more important than Luke Skywalker and all this kind of stuff. So there's that element to it. And Alexander Freed, who wrote a novel, also wrote, I believe, a novelization to Rogue One. So this Jyn Erso line is a thoroughfare. But I mean, I love Jyn Erso as a character, so yeah, she's a great influence on some people in the New Republic. I'm surprised she keeps thinking about it so long after the destruction of the first Death Star. So yeah, so there are these characters like is it Kaon Dan or someone who basically enlists Quell, and he's also, I think, a former Imperial. So the Imperials, these people who are sort of on the lines, give way and move over to being on the forces of good, or just, I guess, wherever the forces of government lay and are going. As I mentioned, we have the forcing down of the Helions there. Quell's struggle to become a leader and unite these different forces. I really love the presence of the Wraiths, those Palpatine Wraiths, and they kind of keep that line. I don't know, it's a bit of a cop-out these days that we still have, even though the Emperor's out of the picture, they've still got this, like, throw me, enough rope to continue to have a presence and a force of the Emperor still alive and well in the storyline. There is a great effort to give a sense of what the society and world is like post Return of the Jedi. Traitor's Remorse, where a lot of the traitors kind of end up and get recruited for different things, is an apt description of that. People struggle with the idea of what Operation Cinder was and why it was put into effect. People struggle that their loyalties are to do it, but yet they struggle why. Some just follow orders blindly and initiate Operation Cinder, but there was obviously a lot of struggle within the Empire about what Operation Cinder was. Space battles in the book are described well and are fun and engaging. Will Lark annoyed me a bit of a character. He's a bit of a wimp and got himself into some tight scrapes. These struggles of the everyday proliferate throughout all the characters. The mysterious Kairos, I don't know, she's kind of like the Phasma of this book, who's this unspoken character, female, and yet is this mysterious figure in the book. The character that grated me the most was Chasna Chaddick. She was just a bit too, grunge gung-ho-y for me. But ultimately, my most favourite character was definitely Erica Quell, as she was the character who struggled the most and probably could relate to the most, because she had to show leadership at times, and that's not an easy thing to do in very difficult circumstances. Now, if you watch the Star Wars show, or Star Wars Book Club show, oh my gosh, how much airtime did they give to the character of Hera Syndulla? Yes, she does appear in this book, and she's a welcome addition to the book. And it's great to see her story carrying on well beyond the Return of the Jedi storyline. But man, you would think she was a main character in this book. Folks, she's not, but she's definitely continuing to play the mother role in this book, and is a presence in the book, a guiding force in the post-Empire, New Republic days. So awesome for Hera, but she's not in it that much, folks. But yes, if you're a Rebels fan, you're going to want to enjoy it for that familiar character being in the book. So yeah, so all in up, guys, my review of this, it's surprisingly entertaining. It's definitely Disney's new canon take on the Rogue Squadron enthusiasm, and is placing it firmly in the New Republic area post Return of the Jedi. But it's entertaining. It's entertaining. You can see if you'd gone and seen it as a film, you would have sat there quite entertained from beginning to end. So if you enjoy that post Jedi era timeline, and you enjoy the Squadron type tales, then you're going to love, or you're going to enjoy at least, I think, Alphabet Squadron by Alexander Freed. So yeah, look guys, I would tell you if I didn't like it. It's a solid, entertaining read. If you want to be in with the new canon, well then, yeah, pick up this book and have a read. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is Justin. Catch you next time. Bye!